It's Cake.
And Whimsy.
Hey,
Top of the morning to ya.
Wow. You had to say it, didn't you?
I did.
All right.
I did.
Like every news broadcast ever on St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, come on.
I watched John
now.
Oliver. I know the deal.
It didn't say Erin go Bragh. Oh.
That would have been less cheesy.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, in that case,
Right? You just sang the chorus to like 5 different songs.
right? It's somewhere in every Irish song, everywhere. The little.
That's an actual one. I'm not making that up. So, hey, St. Patrick's Day.
My national holiday.
Next month we'll get to deal with mine, Tartan Day.
With all the sheep. Sheep stealing and goat
And cow
stealing
stealing.
and cow
Not goat,
stealing.
it's sheep and cow. Come on.
You know,
Get your stuff together.
modernize.
Desolates.
Go with the times.
Wait a second, your last name's Desolates. That is so not an Irish name. I
Wait,
think
wait.
you're hosing me.
I'm wearing a hat from Donegal, Ireland. Real. Thus Irish.
Oh, I'm not wearing my necklace. I have a necklace from Ireland. I have an aunt from Ireland.
I have
Oh,
family from Ireland. They emigrated.
an aunt is family?
Well, sort of. Yeah, it's kind of like their family.
Hi, Aunt Philomena. Her
Oh.
name's Philomena. Come on.
Hello. I don't have any completely characteristic, really wild Irish names in my family. I'm sorry.
I vaguely remember something at one point about my family making fun of my Aunt Philomena for saying she'd be 33 on Thursday.
See, I understand that completely, being Irish.
So,
He said, "Get me a drink and stop messing around."
as he just pointed out, his family is Irish. Very Irish.
Pretty Irish. When we did the 23andMe stuff, or the Ancestry stuff, my mom's DNA didn't actually say, well, you have a little bit from here, a little bit from here, a little bit from here. It said, you're from these 3 towns in Ireland. That's it. Nothing else. There's no other connections. That's all there is.
So, as the daughter-in-law and sister-in-law, I decided to kiss up a little. No, no. Last year, after St. Patrick's Day, I was looking at all of the fabrics that were on sale. I think novelty fabrics are super fun, and I don't have a lot of uses for them.
Right?
And I already have my own St. Patrick's Day skirt that I wear every year, so I decided to make his sister's and his mom one.
Ooh,
Right?
okay.
That doesn't sound so bad until you realize that's 9 people to make skirts for.
So, I have 10 siblings in my family. I come from a family of 11. Many of them are married, and so they have female significant others as well in that mix. So there's an awful lot of skirts to be made just for the people who live in our area and
Yeah.
are likely to show up for St. Patrick's Day, which is kind of a big deal in my family.
Yeah, his mom is very, very big on you wear green for St. Patrick's Day. Otherwise, she will make you wear green.
Do not show up at Mom's house on St. Patrick's Day or for the St. Patrick's Day party, which may or may not be on St. Patrick's Day, if you're not wearing green. Or understand that she will dress you in whatever happens to be around that's green, and that might mean you're wearing a skirt if you're a kid or a guy. It might mean she grabs a tie out of Dad's wardrobe somewhere. It might mean she just throws something weird on your head, but you are wearing green, and you're going to know that you messed up by not showing up in green.
So this is my skirt that I wear every year that I made for myself.
Pretty.
It's the same as what I made for them, only different fabrics. I picked up specific fabrics that I thought went for each of their personalities, which was harder than it seems. And with the leftover fabric that I noticed I had at the end, I used them to make matching gift bags for each of them.
Wow.
Because I got carried away.
Now this is the style of skirt that you made a video about
I
before,
did.
didn't you?
We'll put a link in the description in case you want to make your own.
Super easy to make.
Very
Not super easy to make 9 of them, but
And gift bags.
and gift bags. Now
This is actually the first skirt of this style that I ever made, which was back, oh my gosh, like 10 years ago.
Is
I
it
think.
really? This
Yeah.
is your first one?
Yep.
That's exciting. That was when she was really trying to suck up to my family. Being a dirty Scot, she really wanted to fit in with the Celtic vibe, and that was a good way to.
We're Celtic too.
That's right. You wanted to fit in with the Celtic vibe, owned
All
by
right.
the Irish, and so we decided to let you in.
Let's not start this argument. I think it will go poorly for everyone, including the audience.
So step one in that, you had
Cut a
to.
hole in the box. All right.
She's not wrong. She's not wrong. Step one after cutting a hole in the box was you had to go all the way to Joann's and try to find all of their St. Patrick's Day fabrics ahead of time, and then try to figure out which ones might actually work, and find 9 very distinctly different ones.
Yep,
Talk to us.
I did that.
Wait to elaborate, girl. Woo!
Steps 2 through everything else except for the bag part are in the description below, in the link in the description below on how to make the skirt. But here's a picture of all of them stuffed in their bags. Unfortunately, I was dumb and forgot to take one before I packaged everything. It's a lot.
So what you can see from there is her actual fabric choices for those. One thing you don't know about Jess necessarily is that she's really good at choosing fabrics and really good at making fabrics that don't seem like they match. That doesn't come up as much in this one, but you can see she made some really good choices there from there might have only been 13 different St. Patrick's Day fabrics.
Oh
that
no,
they had
there
to
were
choose
rows
from,
and rows. They had a lot.
So there you go. It was a daunting task. She chose the best of the best for my family and her family. And my family is your family, yes. She rushed through these pretty good. It was
Because I put the fabric in storage after I bought it thinking I have a year, that won't be so bad, and then promptly forgot about it like most good crafters do.
Yep.
And then cleaned out my closet and went, nerds.
I only got a month to make these. Ah! So she got them all out in plenty of time for my sisters and their significant others to have the something to wear for St. Patrick's Day, and that was amazing. And she did a really good job packaging them. We're starting to hear that they have arrived now, so that's kind of cool. And I thought I wanted to brag a little bit.
Thank you.
You did amazing.
Thank you. Now tell us about your tradition.
So we have several traditions.
But we're going to go through them pretty fast.
We are.
We know your patience.
So we get together for a big meal every St. Patrick's Day that used to include just the basics, steamed vegetables, corned beef, that kind of stuff, which I love. My favorite being carrots and turnips, cooked and then mashed all up together into one big thing, because I don't know, for some reason that is pretty awesome for me. But now that we've added other cultures and other people into our groups, we've gotten more into the Irish butters and the soda breads and all the other things that traditionally go with that, but we just never had in our house before. So that's kind of cool. The most fun tradition we ever had, though, is years ago I took the kids on a leprechaun hunt when they were, small enough to do such things.
In Scotland, we'd say we.
They were wee, yes. We took them on a leprechaun hunt, and we would go design little traps for the leprechauns and try to figure out how we might be able to convince them to get into the traps, and baited them with gold coins and all this kinds of stuff. It was great fun. And then we checked them on St. Patrick's Day, and they would pretty much have nothing in them most of the time, but sometimes little traps had been set off and there were signs that wee ones may have entered and foiled us. And my sister and her husband took this up when my children got older and just advanced it to a whole new state of the art, where they are just designing booby traps and leprechaun traps that have video surveillance and all sorts of electronic gadgets in them, and it is the craziest. And so that's a tradition that we kind of invented and that has taken on its own life, and I expect we'll probably carry on to the next generation as well.
Nice.
How about you?
Normal stuff. Rustling sheep and I'm sorry, is that not Irish?
You know it is, but your team has the rights on that one.
When I was younger, back in my younger days, when I was still a drinker, we used to go to everywhere in Boston, clearly on St. Patrick's Day. Super crowded. You cannot get into an Irish pub. So we used to go to Mexican restaurants on St. Patrick's Day because margaritas are green.
Right.
Still works.
Works.
And then on Cinco de Mayo, we would go out for Irish pub food and drinks because they were always empty, but the Mexican restaurants were full.
Because pub food is still spicy? All right, sure.
Because pub food is still green. Wait.
That was something I've never heard of anyone else doing except you. So that's a nice tradition.
Our traditional
cool.
St. Patrick's Day tacos.
So we hope you have a fantastic holiday as well. If you have fun traditions that you'd like to share, put them in the comments. We'd love to know. If you would like to do an exhaustive search of Irish music and find out just how many of them include exactly those lyrics, you're welcome to it, but it is a hefty percentage. If you're enjoying these videos, hit like, subscribe. We'd love the support. And meanwhile, we're going to have some green cake, and let's go
frost the
it.
cake. Hey, dee.
I did not. Hey.